You're watching For Her, an ICICI Direct initiative that focuses on how women are taking charge of their financial well-being. In this series today, I have a very special guest with me. She is called the Queen of Wellness, Mrs. Vandana Luthra, founder and co-chairperson, VLCC. Under the leadership of Mrs. Luthra, it all started from a small center in New Delhi, and now the brand is present at more than 300 locations across over 150 cities and 14 countries. Mrs. Luthra has been awarded the Padma Shri for her contribution in the field of trade and industry. Let's all welcome Mrs. Luthra.
Thank you for inviting me. It's indeed a pleasure, and very thankful for the lovely introduction.
My pleasure, ma'am. Ma'am, you started your own business at a time when there were hardly any women entrepreneurs around. Tell us about VLCC's success story and the challenges you faced initially.
Well, I founded VLCC way back in 1989 in New Delhi as a beauty and slimming services clinic, and it is with immense pride I share that today our operation span is in 350 plus locations in over 165 cities and 16 countries across South Asia, Southeast Asia, the GCC region and East Africa. And we employ over 4,000 professionals, including medical doctors, nutritionists, physiotherapists, blah, 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 fitness experts and cosmetologists who hail from 39 countries and over 70% of whom are women. So that's something we are very proud of. As an integrated wellness and beauty services and products player, VLCC manages one of the largest chains of wellness and beauty clinics across Asia, operates one of Asia's largest network of skill development institutes in beauty and nutrition, and we also have a wide range of skin, hair care and body care products, as well as nutraceuticals, which are not only used as consumables in treatments and therapies at all VLCC clinics globally, but also retail through over 250,000 retail outlets and beauty salons across Asia and Africa. So these personal care products are manufactured in Germany, and the company's 3C GMP certified plant in India and Singapore. It's a matter of great pride, I would say, for me and my team that VLCC is the only wellness player whose wellness and weight management programs are certified and recommended by the Indian Medical Association, India's largest and most influential body of medical doctors, comprising of 325,000 members. So the journey to reach the level of success that we have achieved has had its sets of challenges. As an entrepreneur, the challenge during the initial stages was one of perception. People were familiar with, with beauty parlors, but the idea of a wellness and beauty clinic was not actually understood. So also at the time when I founded the company, there were very few women entrepreneurs, and people were I would say, very apprehensive about a woman's business skill. I faced difficulty in financing my venture, like everybody else, I'm sure. Yeah. I come from a middle class family. So I had to be very persistent and very assertive to convince people about the value of and proposition of my business. And it actually took a while to convince them that my venture was sustainable and scalable business. Finally, what actually worked for me was patience and a lot of hard work. So it finally paid.
Ma'am, you have inspired 1 million of women in India. What are your key learnings that you would want to share with them?
Well, my key learnings are nothing is impossible if you have the will. Be determined and I would say stay focused. I've always believed that women can be responsible for their own success and well-being only when they are self-aware. So I would say this self-awareness will help you to identify and address any inner weaknesses that you may have. There will be many challenges on the way, but I would say don't give up and don't be disillusioned. Just remember that there is a much bigger plan for you if you overcome these challenges. And we should remember that each challenge just makes you stronger and wiser. So I would say there are numerous opportunities for us women today, and we can't just sit back in a kind of a comfort zone and just get out. And we just have to get out there and be a go-getter. We can't be relaxed. So that's what I say.
Very, very true, ma'am. How important is it for women to be financially independent, ma'am?
Look, I was like very young when I got married, and I lived in a joint family, and money was always restricted. I came from a very independent family and realized that if I don't start earning money, it will always bother me. So, and when I did start my business, it sort of changed my life. I felt stronger, empowered, and earned more respect. And I think that is what is most important for every woman today. I also have two lovely daughters who are married, and I tell them the same thing. Women must find a way to stay financially independent. And women have always got that change, be it their personal or professional life. They are change makers, I would say.
As a large employee of predominantly women, what are the key issues you come across that your employees face in their personal lives?
See, there are a lot of challenges that come their way because, they come from families that are conservative, very restricted, and the freedom to work is not there. When you're living in a joint family, you're expected to cook, bring up kids and whatever, blah, blah, look after the husband. But what I've learned, because I've been a homemaker for 8 years myself. So what I've learned is that when you give, you get. And I've always believed in three things: love, caring, and sharing. So I think this is kind of my philosophy again in life, that the more you give, you'll get it. And the more love you give, people will give you that love back. So probably I think finally by the end of the day, you're going to make people happy at home. So once people are happy at home, then you sort of kind of relax and you know that, okay, I can do it. You can't carry a burden and not be relaxed in your place of work. So I think the openness has to be there. Your mind has to be clear. And what I think is that when you start working, you get money, you're economically independent, you feel very nice. And that gives you the confidence. And when you have the confidence, no one can stop you from, I would say, working.
Until recently, wellness was not accepted with people in tier 2 and tier 3 cities. Now with the COVID-19 that we had in 2020 and we're still facing the crisis, how have things changed? Because VLCC was always there talking about wellness.
See, I would say, the visibility of the brand is very strong in tier 2 and tier 3 because people, kind of inspire, especially women, inspire to look good, feel confident. So I think this really helps us. So, and, they want to be completely transformed, 360 degrees, I would say, transformation. So I think that's really an opportunity for VLCC, and especially post-COVID. There's a lot of learning, and a lot of things that we are doing to educate people so that they can live a healthy and a happy life.
Very true. A message for the young generation women who aspire to be successful entrepreneurs and be as successful as you are.
Well, if you look at the traditional role of women as homemakers, you will realize that women are inherently good managers. So like I spoke about the balancing act. So balancing between taking care of their children, their in-laws, and their husband and managing the kitchen. So I would tell the young women of today that they need not be obsessive about balancing different priorities. If they are keen on pursuing any career, it should kind of come naturally to them, I would say. So I would also like to tell them that since you're young, you have time by your side and have the ability to kind of take risks in life. If you have a dream, follow it and start young. Anyone can become a Bandhan, so there's no great deal about it. And if you have the determination, focus, and you follow your heart and you follow your dreams. So we have to believe in our dreams and turn them into reality. So don't give up until you have tried everything in your power, I would say. And And yes, I firmly believe that women can have it all: family, fame, wealth, or recognition. Whether they should try at all is an individual's choice. The fact remains, be it a woman or a man, to succeed in any endeavor, you have to drive that determination, I would say. So I would also say that we have to be healthy. So I would always say that please stay healthy, be beautiful, and I really believe in it. And I believe that everyone has the right to look good.
Very true. Thank you, ma'am, for your time. It was really a pleasure speaking to you.
Thank you. And I want to just give a message for Women's Day, if possible. Would you allow me to do that?
Oh, sure, ma'am.
So I would say, wishing you a happy and empowered Women's Day to all the women of my beautiful country.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you.